Hey, what's up everybody? In this video tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at how to create your own material in Fusion. It's actually your own appearance that you want to use. So you might have been taking a look, bringing in different sorts of appearances using Fusion, and maybe you're realizing that you don't have a lot of options that are out there. All right, don't worry because there's plenty of things we can do to customize this to bring your own appearance in just by grabbing an image off of the internet. So let's go ahead and let's get started with this. This is how easy it is. So go on to Google, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to type in what it is you're looking for. So I'm going to say this is a brick image, and I'm going to type in high resolution. I want to make sure that the image I'm getting is going to be something that I can use. All right, so you're going to see there's lots of different options out there. Okay, so I'm seeing this really nice looking brick image, but we can see at the bottom there's this little border that says shutterstock.com. All right, that's not going to work for us. All right, the other thing to avoid doing is finding these images. Let's see if I can find one here that's going to have a watermark on it. I think that one has a watermark. So these watermarks, those aren't going to work either. All right, so you're going to have to go out and find an image that you think is going to work best for you. All right, no watermarks, of any sort of kind like that. All right, but find an image that you think is going to work. All right, and this can take a little bit of hunting, to find what it is you're looking for. So I think this looks pretty good. Actually, let's take a look at that. I like that one. All right, so I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to save the image. All right, so I'm going to save this out to my desktop. Please note, this is a JPEG, so you're going to be looking for JPEGs, bitmaps. What you're trying to avoid are things like JFIFs and HTMLs, those sort of things. So just get like your popular, image files, JPEGs, bitmaps. That's what I always tell my students. All right, use that. All right, and get that saved. So I'm just going to call this one brick. All right, it's a JPEG. I'm going to just save that out to my desktop so I have it. So jumping back in here into Fusion, what I want to do is I want to apply that brick to this outside sort of border wall of my, mini golf course. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right in here, okay, go right to the face. I'm going to right click on this and go into appearance. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find something that I previously used. All right, so we have this guy. I think this is some sort of a rough powder coat. So I'm going to right click on that and I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to right click on it and do an edit. And I'm going to call this one like brick wall. Okay, once that is done, I'm going to come down into advanced. Okay, and we can see right now that basically we've got a texture on it, we've got a color on it, but we don't want a color on this, all right? Honestly, we just want to use an image. So what I'm going to do is you're going to find this little tiny little button here. We can change this from color to image. I'm going to pick on image. Now it's going to be asking us to go out and grab our image. So I'm going to go to desktop where I saved it. I'm going to pick on brick. I'm going to say open this. And now we can see that brick has come in. I'm going to go ahead and apply this and cancel out. Switch this to faces. And now I'm going to drag this on top of the face that I want to use. All right, so that's looking pretty cool so far. We can see that is the image that we picked. However, there's something happening here. We can see all this tiling. It doesn't look very real. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here to my brick wall appearance. I'm going to edit this. I'm now going to go into advanced. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out just a little bit. Okay, I'm just actually going to pick right here on top of the image, not texture, the image. I'm going to pick on image, and now I can see it, my sample size is 12 by 12. So I'm just going to scroll on down here, see if I can get this up a little bit. Okay, I'm not going to mess with anything except for sample size. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to play with this. I'm going to type in 6 inches as my sample size. I'm going to hit done. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. Okay, and now we can see what that has done. It's actually gone the opposite direction, all right? It's tiling even more, which means my sample size does not need to be smaller. It actually needs to increase. So I'm going to go ahead and pick on this again. Okay, I'm going to come down to my sample size, and I'm going to increase this to like 80. All right, let's just see what happens with that. Oh, we can see it's starting to work. All right, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and hit done. I'm going to hit apply and cancel out. Okay, and now I can go ahead and start dragging that onto the faces that I want. We can still see some tiling, but it's not as bad. All right, just remember if you need to tweak that or mess with that a little bit more, okay, you can come in here and start adjusting that. So I'm going to go up to like 96. It's going to be an 8-foot sample size. All right, and we can see some major adjustment there. All right, so once you have that, all right, you've got your material. Now you can start applying that to all those parts. Okay, they're going to be making this up. It could be the top, it could be sides, and so on. Just know it doesn't work just with flat surfaces. You can also apply this to things that are rounded. Okay, like this is like a little hill or a mound. We can apply that to it. It's still going to work great. All right. So there you go. That is how you create materials for your appearances to use in Fusion 360.